All right, Twitch land. Where's my camera? What happened to my camera? I guess it's just one of those days. Uh, maybe if I turned it on, that might work. Yeah, there it is. Durr. I don't have it over here where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be over here, like that.
Did you already do the
Yeah.
intro?
No, I skipped the intro. Let's do the intro. Let's do the intro. Intro. Let's do it right there. All right, watch the intro. And here it is. Down in front.
So you know what all these network receiving files
That's
errors
just
are?
the new message they added when files need to get transferred from Drake's to your machine.
All right, it is Tuesday, and we are doing some Princes of the Apocalypse. We are on session 7, and today is February 16th, 2021. What's up, everybody? Say hello to the stream.
Hello,
Hey,
stream.
Hello to the stream.
Hello to us in the stream. And Gorvidal. Hey, what's up, Gorvidal? And Marbania with a subscription. Holy shikey, 20 months. Yikes. Can't believe I've known you that long.
Yeah, I
Yikes.
can't believe I'm still hanging out with you, man.
Right? What up, bitches? All right. Well, we've got lots of new buttons. Look at all these fancy buttons over here on the right. Look how fancy. Looks like it gave us like an extra column, right? We got that much more room. I think I like it. I do. What do you guys think? You like it?
I
definitely.
like it.
Seems like I can
So
find
far,
things
yeah.
better. Are they automatically alphabetized or do I just have it that way?
If you click all, they'll automatically alphabetize. If you click any of the presets, then it'll go in a preset order.
So they fixed it from before because they were just wherever over there. They weren't really alphabetized. Why is your dice transparent?
Because the
Oh,
new dice picker lets you pick transparency.
nice. Nice. Cheater in the chat, right? He can't see his die. He's hiding it. So,
The invisible die.
so what do you guys remember? Why is Pinch up? I don't Pinch. There's no initiative. There's no initiative on break. Take you guys out of initiative. Let's bring up the
Uh,
map. Let me double click on a token here. There it is. Let me shove this in front of you guys because you guys were still in the Tomb of Moving Stones. Tomb. Do you guys remember you found some rats over here and you killed them and then you found some bodies here. That's where we left off. You found 3 bodies. Let me read the description again. The tunnel opens into a square room that reeks of decaying flesh. 3 human corpses, reduced to little more than bloody bone and sinew, are sprawled in the room's center. 2 oversized dead rats lie on the floor, their bodies dead. I made the last bit up. And there's no scuttling noises because they're dead. Library module section. What does Morbane you got? You got error, string.
It doesn't
global,
matter.
Filter, roll set, alt, nil.
Until it stops us from playing, it didn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
So Soleil is chomping down on some rats. I had Varel keep the bonfire going for a minute so I could cook one of them while everybody's searching the bodies and stuff.
Crispy rat burger surprise. The Murder Hobo Show. Yo, my dudes. What's up, Gary? We're seeing what broke in Fantasy Grounds today in Unity. And so far, we haven't really found anything yet because we haven't done anything.
But
roll initiative. No, I'm
pretty
kidding.
sure Better Module window is the one that's causing the library to look all messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Library messed up.
That's the script error
Yeah.
that I just got.
Trying like you're going to load a module, and you can't see shit.
I just see the column.
Where do you-
all the way modules. Let's go all the way.
Yeah,
to
Like
modules.
As if
I
you're
don't
gonna
have
load
the
a new
ability
module.
to
Oh, yeah.
select what I
Yeah.
want on my sidebar, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you load the other buttons at?
In
Whatever
the
buttons.
options, there is now a sidebar button.
Oh, the sidebar, a button. Okay. I
You
looked
can
earlier.
also
I was just
see-
looking up in the options. I didn't see the sidebar button.
Ooh, look, there's like fancy little gears. Drag this hotkey. Set this
So you
value
can-
when
you
pressed.
can-
What does that mean?
That means you can drag it to your hotkeys, like F1 through F12, the bottom little shortcuts.
Huh.
So you can toggle back and forth between settings.
That's gonna change something. I don't know. Is there something I want to do?
I don't often toggle them in
Yeah,
any
that's what
given
I'm
game,
saying.
but that's
Yeah.
a potential.
Maybe facing indicator might be kind of cool. You know, like turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off.
Yeah.
Done taps.
Or dice manual entry, or
Yeah, dice manual entry maybe. I could see
Quick
not
toggle on
me
and off.
because I don't want it all automated. I just want to push a button and it just does the whole thing like a video game. Weird. No, I'm kidding.
and then message
Well,
of the
like
day is there
Windows
in the
Saber
options
X.
now too.
Yeah. So where's the message? Show chat messages? No.
So
Enable
it's in
full windows for
options.
whispers.
It's not a story entry. So you just have to copy your stuff over. At the very bottom, there's a message of the day button in the options.
Roll for initiative? No. Where? I don't see it.
No, below, where the
Oh.
languages, currencies,
Oh,
sidebar.
the big message of the day button right there. The big.
Yeah,
shiny
the
one.
big one.
So I would just take my message of the day.
And transfer the data. You don't need to do that now, but that's where you would put it.
We're learning because you guys are in story mode right now. So until you tell me what you're doing, I don't care. I'm just copying shit. So it's 1 a.m, fellas. I hope you guys realize that you've been up for a while. It's 1 o'clock in the morning because you guys staked out. Remember?
Right.
It's time to go back for a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's not much else to do down here.
We gonna leave the boy and the guy locked in the cages, or let him out?
Just leave him. Just leave him. Come back.
Nah, let's let him out.
Let the boy out.
Leave the guy.
Leave the guy.
Burgustus. He's like, I can almost squeeze through these bars. He's got his head kind of. He can't, but you think he's trying. He's not that old yet.
Could toss him a rusty dagger and say you'll fit through the bars better if you just chop one of your arms off.
Huh.
Turn
So
this
I
into
can't.
a Saw
I won't be able
episode.
to make it very pretty, but. Can you make it bigger? Oh.
Did we loot anything in here?
There wasn't a whole lot to loot.
Didn't Pinch get a dagger of some kind?
Yeah, he doesn't know what
glowy
it
dagger?
does. Yeah, it's a glowy dagger. He'd been using it, but him it's just a dagger. He just swapped it out with his other one.
All right, so log off the table, log back on, and there'll be a message of the day. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Guess you don't have to save it or nothing, huh?
Nope.
Can I make that a hot bar? No. Everything else I can make a hot bar, but the only thing I want to make a hot bar, I can't.
Yeah, if I click message of the day, it pops up, Drake, so I can see it now.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So players can click it anytime they want.
Usually you could drag shit like those buttons and stuff, but that one you can't. The message of the day is nice updates. Soon dynamic lighting. That's right, Jimin. That's right. Soon we'll have some lighting. All right, so you guys are like dragging ass. You found the dead bodies. You got to lift the cage up. Cages up. Well, actually, you guys don't even have to go that way. You can come this way if you want. You can come this way.
Yeah, after we go back and let the kid and the old man out.
Well, it's easy enough to raise the cages up too, since the control mechanism's right in here, Just.
Right.
So, what are you doing with the old man and the young boy, Burgustus and Brayland? Wasn't that his name? Brayland, yeah, Hatherhand. He's 11. He's 11.
I'm curious to know is how much of the town is involved in this creepy crap. Whatever it is they're doing here.
Yeah, what's creepy? The bodies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, dead travelers.
Yeah, dead travelers.
Yeah.
They were bad travelers.
Like sacrificial stones and.
Are we going to go out the way we came in, or are we going to go out
You
the
guys
back
would
way?
suspect that the Dwarven complex is much older than Red Larch. This outdates this old guy by a lot. This complex does.
But these corpses don't.
No, the corpses are definitely well,
More fresh.
yeah, they're you would rate the oldest corpse maybe a month, 2 months max, but the rats have been
Pretty
having
nasty.
their these are some fat rats. They've been eating on bodies of human as Soleil scarfs a leg down. I think it was a turkey leg at Disney.
I'd just as soon leave them here. And I mean, the boy was under rocks anyway, so someone had planned on moving him. So someone will come down and find him.
Maybe his dad?
Those someones may already be dead.
May not
And
be anybody
Burgustus
left.
says, "Did you kill? What the hell is this guy's name?"
We need
Yeah,
to
if he was
interrogate
in here,
him
we
to get
killed him.
names of everybody involved.
Larock, he asks.
If you'd be
Did
so
you
kind
kill
as to grab my-
Larock, the priest that was in the room with the Delvers? He's the one who wouldn't let us go in the room, and I suspect he's the one that had something to do with the bodies up there.
Well, good news. You can go in the room now.
Oh,
He's not going to stop you.
Plus, we never did figure out how they move them stones.
Do you guys want to like get a long rest down here, or do you want to go like 10 minutes up and go to the end?
Up.
Maybe
go to the
15
inn and
minutes.
sleep.
Maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah,
And
I
then
also
come-
don't want to get stuck down here in case
Are you-
somebody comes to investigate.
Earthquake.
Earthquake. So, is that a yes, everyone's leaving, or no, we're staying? Everybody's nodding. All right, cool.
Go
I'm
up.
glad everyone's on
Please
camera,
leave.
because if we weren't using cameras, then the nods wouldn't have really helped, would it? Nope. Well, when you guys get on top of the world again, there is
Looking
a
down on
pretty
creation.
nice electrical storm to the north. You can
Mm.
see it in the hills in the Desrin Valley up in the hills. Nice electrical storm, some windy weather as you guys make your way down to the Swinging Sword in Red Larch, and you guys let me not that button. Damn it. I want to push this button right here because level up. Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun, dun.
really?
You
Yeah.
guys should be fourth level now. I mean third level now. Third level. I didn't say fourth. Don't take it. Spin. Third. I know what you were gonna
Very
do.
nice.
So yeah, you guys just made it to third level. We are going to pass the time to. We're gonna pass it to 6 in the morning, but we're gonna skip past 6 in the morning because you guys slept in till like 10. By the time you get all your stuffs. So it is now the 8th of Myrtle, 10 in the morning, and as you guys are getting ready to discuss what you're going to do for the day, Veril, you get a message from Tess.
Oh, lovely.
How would that message get delivered to you, do you suspect?
Probably through the bakery, since they're the ones most likely to see me.
So you get it in a bun?
Hmm
It's like bread. It's like a
She'd
fortune.
know that I visit there every time I come to Red Larch.
Well, it's actually a scroll tube, a little one that a small creature could carry, and it was delivered sometime during the evening. And let me give you that letter. Come on, get out of the way. This guy. There you go.
First of Myrtle. What's the date today?
Today is the 8th of Myrtle.
8th of Myrtle. Okay, so nearly a week ago. Dear Atya, whenever I view the Desserin River from the top of the stone bridge, I know I'm close to home. I'm traveling with an expert on the history of the Somber Hills and learning a little Dwarven as well. We have arrived in Beliard, and from there to intern a night to Summit Hall. In a few days, I will find you. Love, Tess. So she's probably getting close.
Well, let's take a peek. There's the Desern Valley. So, where'd she say she was? Ballard? Ballard's right here. And there's the stone bridge. Who's traveled across the stone bridge? Does anyone here? Anyone in the party traveled across the stone bridge? Right there.
I would have at some point.
Yes, I would have. Slay
So
would have.
those that have traveled over the stone bridge knows that this is what it looks like.
So you're saying it's not OSHA compliant?
Yeah, no, there's no handrails. It's Dwarven compliant though. We made stone go over long way. That's not kind of
Strange.
creepy. I'm not sure I would want to take a. Well, I wonder what horses would do,
Watch it, dude.
Yeah, especially coming down off the end.
right? Like,
Yeah.
It's like a slide.
whee! I know that's pretty steep. Look at that thing.
You guys seen that glass bottom bridge over in Asia somewhere that it like goes over this gorge, and you walk out on it, and people get out there and they freak out.
No, thank you.
I think it's in
Is
China.
that the one where they have the? There's one where they have where it looks like glass, but they have a kind of like a digital TV thing where they do where all of a sudden it starts cracking beneath your feet,
Yeah.
so it looks like the glass is cracking below you.
Oh,
Gigantic stone archway, 2 miles long and 400 feet high.
So you're saying they could hold diving competitions off this thing?
400 feet. You would definitely
How
reach
deep's the
terminal
river?
velocity before your little skin cap hits the water.
Crunch.
Splat. After you get to going about 60 miles an hour, water turns into concrete.
You just got to cast stone skin on yourself and then jump.
Believe it or not, immunity to bludgeoning and piercing, I don't think affects falling damage. I think it specifies it.
Does it specify? I don't remember.
I think it specifies in falling, or one or the other. So Red Larch, 10 o'clock in the morning. Kind of an overcast, windy day, and it's getting cool. The weather is turning cool. What do you guys want to do? What'd you do with Burgostus and the boy? You let him go home?
I don't know. I liked Soleil's plan of leaving him in the cage because somebody's planning to come down there, right?
Yeah. I'm cool with that.
That at least gives us a chance to take a long rest if somebody wants to confront us about what we did down there or what we were doing.
Well, that's fine. You guys could. Did you guys leave them at least some water and rations, or
Some rats.
Yeah, I think
some
so.
cooked rat meat? You don't think that the two of them can lift up the cage? You don't think?
I don't know. Is Pinch okay with us leaving food?
leaving food?
The-
I doubt it. You probably see him grabbing it, putting it in his pockets and stuff.
He's probably okay with the rat meat.
Yeah, Pinch would. But yeah, he's not desperate enough to be eating rat meat right now.
So let me give you the no, not the player view. I have the DM view of Red Larch because I got Uh-oh, we just got raided by Campfire Quest. What? You guys couldn't go raid Critical Role? What the hell? They wouldn't let you raid them? So, what's up, guys?
We are the next best thing.
Please refrain from spamming symbols. I guess I have some kind of moderation going in my chat. Who would have thunk it? Campfire Jason cheered 100 biddies. What's up, Jason? Campfire Quest in the house, everybody. Say hi. Jim is Bogreth. The Great. We are in Princes of the Apocalypse, and they are in Red Larch. And they just finished chapter 6. And they're about to go on to chapter 1. So I don't know how that works, but welcome to Princes of the Apocalypse, because you got to go that way to get that way to go over there. Where's my water? I have left my water. Well, you guys continue to talk while I go look for my water. I think it's downstairs.
I'm going to continue to give myself inspiration because I just feel inspired tonight by the raids and everything.
You do start off with a point of inspiration for being on time, so.
That's right, and I had forgotten that.
And you guys are, I know, leveling to level 3, which isn't a huge milestone, but some of you get your what do they call it?
That's an archetype. Archetype.
Yeah, archetype.
It's pretty big for
Yeah,
me.
Choose my college. And 3
College.
skills.
Bard College. 3 skills.
You ain't old enough to go to college.
I get
Right.
nothing at third.
Yeah,
Extra
so
spells.
You got it at second. See, druids
Yep.
get their shit at second.
Don't you get second level spells now?
Yeah, I prepped the second level spells, but they were already on my character sheet. So
Did you drag them all? Well, you didn't. You already had them,
Yeah.
so we couldn't test.
well,
to see
I
if
used
that worked.
the spell extension. So previously, so got first, second, and I think third. Nope, just second.
What about you guys? What are you guys taking?
Inquisitive.
That's your
He's got-
rogue?
Yeah, that's my rogue, and he took the archetype Inquisitive, and so now he has an ear for deceit. And
Inquisitive or Inquisitor?
Inquisitor.
No, Inquisitive, I think, isn't it? It's Inquisitive, yeah.
So you're not a torturer. Got it.
No, he's just curious. I mean, just to play on the natural halfling thing. So he's got that ear for deceit going for him. I can't basically roll anything less than an 8 on an insight check. So maybe that comes in handy. Eye for detail. Use a bonus action to spot a hidden creature or object. Make an intelligence investigation check to uncover or decipher clues as a bonus action. And an insightful fighting, so I can give myself as a bonus action advantage on my attack, even if I wouldn't have that. So like sneak attack, I could get sneak attack. But then you can't move. No, that's steady aim. So like the drow, the old drow rule, get bonus action. I can give myself advantage on the next attack roll. That's it. So cool.
Cool. Got my water. It's all the way downstairs.
Another new thing you may notice with this update, players can now control whether the toolbar is on or off themselves. They don't require the DM to unlock it anymore.
Thank you, Jesus.
Also, when you add tokens to a map, it automatically opens the toolbar.
Ooh, fancy.
It's one
I
of
can't
those nice
wait
little
to,
tweaks.
to do something. Let's make up some combat. The town is hey, your DC 8 and higher on your insight for Red Larch says that
Yeah.
that the whole
They're all
town's
pissed
out
at
to
us.
kill you. Yeah, they come out with pitchforks. Roll initiative. No. I'm kidding. Oh, you guys are at
What's the population of this town?
the population was I don't know. What is the population of Red Larch?
It's 3 or 4 less now, I think.
I was just trying to
Yes.
figure out if we can take that many commoners or not.
You're gonna have some trouble getting pickles this summer. Yeah, it's just not going to be good pickles to be had. Grund is dead, and so
Who's
are
my
the
buddy?
bringers of woe.
I think you killed him, didn't you?
I think
Killed
so.
your pickle buddy. Yeah.
He dropped a cage on me. Made me turn into a rat.
CD talk.
You dirty rat.
That's unforgivable. Just ask my sons.
You'll get over it eventually.
They're talking about us. Listen. Shh. You hear that? They're talking about us, guys.
That's a good one.
My rat form is still missing his tail.
Sounds kind of seedy, doesn't it?
So where are we at? Swinging sword?
Yeah, the swinging sword. You spent the night. As a reminder, at the swinging sword, you guys have what's their names? The Urkel family. Kalissa and and Pinch's favorite little girlfriend.
She likes to pinch my cheek.
She likes to pinch his cheeks. He's so cute. Kalita.
Is that an Italian guy singing?
It's Volo.
It's not jangling.
So as you guys are hanging out in the swinging sword, there's a traveler that's here. His name is Brother Earden. And he's a half-elf acolyte, a follower of Lathander, god of the dawn. You guys would, some of you with religion would recognize his shooting star symbol, the Lathander holy symbol. Who would be chatting him up?
Oh, I'd be interested in what a big high roller was doing here in town.
A high roller. He looks like he's beat up and road worn.
Oh, even more. I mean, this man has a story to tell.
Oh
Pinch
yeah.
can't resist.
He says, "I am Brother Earden. Who might you be?"
Hello, Brother Earden. Yeah, they call me Pinch. Pinch, good
How?
enough.
Well, I'll refrain from pinching those cheeks since they already are quite red.
Yeah, that's Galita over there. She just can't resist. But, I just can't resist letting her either. So, hey, we're on even ground. So, you look like you've seen better days, traveler.
Oh, I
Why don't you-
travel from town to town, spreading the good faith of the God of Dawn.
God of Dawn. What is this
Lathander.
God of Dawn?
He shows the holy symbol. Let's see. Do I have a holy symbol? Let's see. Lathander. See what it looks like if there is one in here.
Never knew much about him.
Symbol of Lathander from D&D Sword Coast's Adventurer's Guide shows it as a little sun coming up
Rising sun.
on the horizon.
That could almost be Japanese symbolic.
Could be. The rising sun. And Matakuri knows how to say that in Japanese, so
Yes.
I won't even attempt to.
Anybody that can speak 2 languages just baffles me. They're, you know.
2? I had a first sergeant that could speak 7. It's because he was in 4 different wars, though, so I don't know. You learn how to speak a language pretty quick when someone's shooting at you.
Yeah. What did you say? I don't know, but I'm looking it up.
He said, "Stick your head up again. Stick your head up again. I shoot it off." He said that. He said that. It was in Korean. I heard it. So Brother Reardon, in his discussions with Pinch, tells you that he serves as a messenger and itinerant priest. So when priests have to travel or are switching locations, he fills in. He fills in. And
Which
he says
direction you going?
he says, "Well, I am heading out towards uh, the east, but I came from way of the West Bridge." He says he was recently in Ballard.
Ballard. Would Pinch know where Ballard is?
It's at the other end of the Stone Bridge. So
Oh.
the Ballard, Stone Bridge, West Bridge. Gotta sleep? No. It's gotta be like 3 in the morning or something where you're at. Oh, it's 1 a.m. Durr. My math sucks. Have a good one, Jim. See you around, man. 1:37. It's 8:37 on the East Coast here in Florida, and it's 70 degrees tonight for all you guys freezing your ass off in
Yeah.
the U.S.
Was it? It was -10 last night. So.
-10. I don't even think it's -10 in my freezer.
It's not even that cold here in Michigan.
Right?
If your ice cream stays frozen, it is. Ice cream starts to thaw at 0.
Really?
Because of salt in it. Yeah.
I have low salt ice cream. No, I don't.
No sodium.
So, yeah, Brother Earden asks, are you part of an adventuring group, Pinch?
Well, sure. I guess it could seem that way, but I'm not really so certain yet myself.
It's the sugar that's bad, Jim. The sugar. Don't let anyone fool you.
The sugar, the oil, the fat, the salt, everything that tastes good.
Yeah. Yep. It's all bad.
Yeah.
It's all bad for you. Eat
Just-
spinach and leafy greens and
Kale.
yes, kale shakes, kale milkshakes in the morning. A glass of aloe juice for lunch.
I got an ice cream cake for my birthday. Yeah. I still
Mm.
some in the freezer, and I'm so sick of ice cream cake. It was a whole big one too. I said I wanted the whale. Give me the whale. What's the whale's name from Carvel? Whaley? What? Wally?
From what? I don't know.
Carvel. The ice cream cake that looks like a whale.
You have Carvel in Florida now?
Now? They've had Carvel in Florida since since I can remember.
Okay, well they didn't where I lived, because I had it when I was in New York, but not when I was in Florida. Carvel is awesome.
We're not really Florida though. We're South Florida, and that's totally different than the rest of the state, believe it or not.
That's a New England state.
Yeah. It's like half of New York moves here in the winter.
New Jersey, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's
So
y'all's plans?
yeah, so
You guys got all leveled up?
got all leveled up. So yeah, I'm talking this guy up. What was his name again? I gotta add that to my notes.
Brother Reardon. Here, Eardon.
Brother Reardon.
Here, I'll put it in. I'll put it right in the chat for you, because I know how to control V, like that. Brother Eardon. Erden? Eardon?
Some say, yeah, Brother Reardon. I guess as a traveling priest and a messenger, you probably know some pretty high rolling people, don't you?
Well, I've met a few people in my travels. None quite the likes of you, though, he says.
Well, yeah, you flatter me, sir. Let's say that we was a group of adventurers. Is there anything that you've been aware of here lately? Might pique our interest?
The only thing that seemed odd was the large caravan that was in Ballard not long ago. It was a bunch of dwarves, lots of dwarves, and
Yeah.
many wagons and royalty guards and such. Some kind of travelers
Lots
from
of drinking, I
Mirabar.
guess.
Oh no,
Really?
these were. They didn't stay long. They seemed to be on a mission.
Dwarves that wasn't drinking?
They had a
That is strange.
They had a wagon that was dark and had curtains in the windows. Seemed very ominous.
Where was they headed, you said?
One of them called it a Hertz.
You mean a Hearst?
Ah, yes. A Hertz.
Somebody important has died of a dwarven.
It was a rental wagon.
Did they had the Patriot Guard riding with them by chance?
Oh, there was lots of guards. They had flags of the Mirabar city. They carried.
Was that where they was headed,
Mirabars.
towards Mirabar?
No, they were headed south, I believe. I'm surprised they haven't come through here.
Well, caravans move kind of slow, you know.
Oh, well, this caravan you would have noticed. Definitely isn't your typical caravan.
So you say they're behind you a couple days. I
Well,
guess be a sight worth seeing.
I thought they were ahead of me.
We've not seen them here. I've not anyway. Of course, I was up late last night.
Seems strange.
Yes, it is. Well, Brother Eardon, I wish you well in your travels. May you get there safely wherever it is and get your message delivered however it is to whoever it is and however is going to be there. Yeah. I'll bid you good day. See ya.
If you feel like standing in for a service, I will be doing one today at noon in the All Faiths Shrine while I'm here.
Oh, well.
I'm
That sounds interesting, I guess.
I'm going to visit my friend, Lemura.
The All Faith Shrine was like up in here somewhere.
It's number 1.
Number 1, yeah. I'll see you at noon then, preacher.
Ah, excellent.
He takes his hat off and bows low, and all his hair goes sticks up all over.
Does it actually go? Boing, 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 boing?
It does, like an explosion of hair.
It makes a noise.
Hey, fellers, I'm gonna go over and tell the rest of the party. There's some important dwarf. Somebody died. Got him in a hearse, and they was headed this way, but that priest over there said they should have come through here, and they haven't.
He wasn't one of those underground that we just saw.
Maybe they took a detour.
I don't know, dwarves. Whole bunch of them, they said, important ones. Somebody important's died or something in a hearse. Mirabar. Mirabar. That's the city he said they come from. Don't know nothing about it though.
I suppose we should keep our eye open for them, but I don't see how they necessarily affect what we're doing here.
I'm sorry, I got a small bladder.
So what are you guys gonna do today?
The dwarves are coming from Mirabar.
We have to have this talk again.
I mean,
Are you okay,
That's what
Marbanda?
he
Do you need
said.
CPR?
Man, no. No, I'm not okay.
Can you
It's a
set
bad
yours up
night.
to push?
I thought I had push to talk on.
push to mute. That way,
Damn it.
when you
But
cough, you can hold the
it's-
button down. It's like push to mute.
like this. I wonder if they'll give me my second vaccine if I'm sick when I go in there.
They don't even test you, do they? They just stick you. It's not Jewish either. Stick ya. Stickler. Stick ya. Alright, so this is like the plot road, so you guys got to figure out what direction to go in. So there's like story stuff, because we're starting chapter 1 now. So you have
what's
to like,
Jingling know about
you
the
have to like
bards
talk.
from or the dwarves from Mirabar?
What does Jingling know about dwarves from Mirabar? He knows there's a
Yeah.
lot of dwarves in Mirabar. Because it's like a dwarven city. Mostly. Does he want to know where it's at? Like, does he like ask around?
Yeah.
Everyone points north.
Yeah.
It's north.
Maybe we should go find this caravan.
It's not far from Luskin.
He was a dwarf. How important could he be?
True.
Do we want to follow up with any of the townsfolk about what we learned last night?
You do have
Ask
some
around.
people. You do have like an old man and a boy you left in a cage overnight underground. That you
Yeah, we left
assume
witnesses.
someone's going to come and let him out, but you don't know.
Is there a like official law here?
Yeah, you met him. He's a constable.
Um,
Wasn't he one of them,
Harbrook.
or no?
Not.
I don't
Did
think
we
he was
hear his
mentioned
name?
specifically.
I didn't hear his
Well,
name.
let's go tell him.
Let me look at my notes.
I think chances are good that he might be a part of them now.
Harbrook is his name. Constable Harbrook. He's also works at the butcher shop. He's like, I'm Constable Harbrook, and would you like pork or beef today? His girlfriend owns the butcher. She's the butcher shop owner.
Yeah, they all own us, right? He's got
Yeah.
the motley looking crew that works for him too, right?
Yeah, the assistant constables that Fantasy Grounds Wizards of the Coast provided me these images. These are official images from Wizards of the Coast. It's not.
I think those are just Wizards of the Coast executives, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. This guy wrote Princes of the Apocalypse.
Which one of those guys is Chris Perkins?
That Chris Perkins would be this guy here on the left. Yeah. Yep. And that's Ed Greenwich with his beard browned. He's got it dyed. It's Elmister himself.
It's a little shorter than I expected.
The camera tilted down when they were taking a picture. I don't know. I don't know. The assistant constables are here to serve you. Or I'll take that
So-
from you guys.
So I guess I will kind of tell them. I mean, it's up to the party. Are we going to tell them what transpired last night?
Well,
Are you guys
I think-
are you guys standing in front of the butcher counter having this discussion?
no. Find a private place somewhere, and then I think we either go and tell the constable or go and confront the individual people from the list that we got the other night of who are the believers.
That the believers. You
I-
guys got a few names of the believers, didn't you?
I'm in favor of turning them over to the constable.
All right.
Yeah, let's tell him their names.
Do we want to
So-
tell Meliko? Was that her name? What we found first, since it is in
Nope.
No.
Quarry owner, the quarry
Yeah.
manager.
Yes.
I don't think we should probably tell her. Let the constable deal with her and figure out if she's involved or not.
All right.
Seeing as
sounds
how
good.
we found this by accident in less than a minute, seeing she owns the place, I would be highly surprised if she didn't know it was there.
We're just that good, Sela.
Yeah, didn't get somebody get pushed into the door or something?
No, Pinch was rooting around and knocked a whole bunch of shovels over, and then blamed it on. Who did he blame it on? He blamed it on. Who was the two?
I think he
Oh,
blamed
he
it
blamed
on
it
me.
on Jingling. Yeah.
He didn't knock nothing over. You know, gangly youth. Look at that boy. I don't know. He looks like a bog stalker when he walks or something.
What's a bog stalker?
Hey.
Is that what he said? A bog stalker?
Yeah. He can't help it. He'll come into his own when he grows up one of these days.
I don't know if I want to know.
So the names that you guys got. Let's go back to that storyline.
I know there was Welver and the guy who owns the barber shop, and there were a couple others.
The boy's dad was one of them.
Right here. It says Burgustus Harbuckler, a retired carpenter, is the old man. And he claims that he is a believer as well. He was unarmed and pretty afraid of you guys. He threw himself to the floor and he begged for mercy. He was like wringing his hands and begging the characters not to provoke the wrath of the Delvers by disturbing the stones in the tomb. And between him and Braylon the boy, they tell you. Where'd it go? No. This one? Yeah. You know, I suck at trying to find stuff without a map. I'm such a map.
Got everything pinned to the map somewhere?
Yeah, I pin everything to a map, so when I don't have the map, I'm like lost. Let me find the map.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Here it is. Player's map. All right, so in this room is where you guys found Brayland. And Brayland was pinned for 2 days under the heavy stones that were carefully placed to hold him in place without crushing or breaking anything. He was cold and thirsty, hungry, tired, and scared. He would have clammed up if he was intimidated or bullied. If approached in a friendly manner, he first begs for food and water. And he offered the following information in response to the character's questions. Did you guys ask him questions? The believers put him here
Sure.
as punishment for being disobedient. He failed to deliver a message from his father, Rothar Hatherhand. The message was to be delivered to Elamith Welver of Welver's Wagon Works. It was a slip of paper. The boy did not read it. Rothar, his dad, is one of the believers. Other believers that Brayland knows are Bargustus Harbuckler, the old man, Melandro Gelkirker, the owner of Gelkirker's whatever pawn shop, barbershop, bar, that place, and Elmith Welliver from the Wagon Works. He knew that Grund wasn't really a believer, but the believers took care of him, so he did what they told him to do. He knew that the believers are a secret group made up of some of the most important people in town. They guard the moving stones and make sure no one disturbs the delvers who are entombed there. The believers watch the moving stones carefully because it's a bad sign when they move, and they have to figure out what it means to avert danger. Brayland was not angry with his fathers or the believers. He believes this sort of treatment is normal, and he's worried his father might find out that the punishment ended before it was supposed to. The Chamber of Moving Stones and the Buried Delvers were to the east, beyond 3 more stone doors. Okay. So you guys examined that room and everything. So that's information as a refresher what you got out of Brayland and Burgustus. They pretty much tell you the same story. Especially now that they've been trapped in the cage together all night. Their stories are identical.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Well,
I just like to say identical.
So we telling the constable spilling all the names, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
No reason
yeah.
to hold anything back.
And the only thing we've really seen these guys do that was wrong was try to imprison us.
And the
and
dead
put, like,
bodies.
And the dead bodies, yeah.
and the dead bodies, and you
Yeah.
know, but we don't. I don't know. There's
Also,
powerful
also-
people in this town.
also, there were some people down there who tried to murder us. So we murdered
Yeah.
them first.
Just
Yeah.
a few.
They were the bringers of woe.
Whoa.
And they had
Bring
stone
yours
masks.
up.
Whoa, Nelly.
Yeah, it's just a cult.
Nell,
But
her
there's
name was
powerful
Nell.
people
from-
involved in it. We're about to get into some shit, fellers. I think.
Wasn't Joey Lawrence the one that goes, whoa? Wasn't he from a show with Nell Carter? Wasn't her name Nell? Not Nellie?
I don't remember.
Come on, Mark Pena. Caesar, you guys remember
Nell, the TV
Nell
show.
Carter?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
name
remember
sounds
Nell
familiar.
Joey Lawrence, a little kid, and I forget not the Facts of Life. Was it the Facts of Life? I don't know.
Nell Carter was not in Facts of Life. I thought the whoa was from Full House.
I thought
They
it
copied.
was.
They copied.
I thought it was Keanu Reeves. Whoa.
I don't know,
Oh.
you old dudes, man. I don't know what
Old
these shows
dudes.
are you're talking about.
Nell Carter
So
says,
are
"Give me
you-
a break."
Are you guys going? Give me a break. That was it. Are you guys going to talk to the constable? You guys are talking about talking to him, but
Yes.
Yeah? all right.
Yeah.
So the constable is busy working. He's chopping meats and stuff as you guys come in. Who's the talker? Who's doing the RPing? Who's the RP or the talker? The guy that can see. You're gonna have to boost
okay.
up the halfling so he can see over the counter. Just saying. Just saying.
Well, just
Definitely not Veyru.
Yeah, just boost me up here. Just let me stand on the counter here.
Give me a stool. Excuse me, constable.
Excuse me, sir.
He's
We
like,
got something to discuss with you.
well, if it isn't the adventuring party.
Well, you know that thing you was talking about, that at the quarry, and there's weird things going on and stuff. We went down there and we had ourselves a look, which is a little look, see. And some people tried to kill us, and there was dead bodies, and there's a couple of people in cages down there right now. We just left them. We figured we'd let you deal with it. But there's some mighty powerful people around here involved in some weird cultish stuff.
He's like,
Yep.
looks past the halfling at all you guys standing behind him, just kind of staring. He says,
We all just nod dumbly.
yeah, he says, what? I'm a little lost. You guys found
The
something?
believers. They call themselves the believers. And they watching a bunch of moving stones, and these stones do move. I didn't really see them, but they was in one place, and then they wasn't in the place, and then they was in that place again, but then they was over here when we was done.
Well,
Anyway.
The believers are been a secret organization supposedly in town. Many of the
Yeah, there's no supposedly to
older
it
business owners are members of the believers.
anymore. Well, they also
Yeah.
into some kind of undead dead bodies. I don't know. They're doing something with. It wasn't right. I'm telling you, it didn't seem right. So, and then they tried to kill us. So, do with
The-
it what you will.
The believers tried to kill you?
Well,
The
whoever's
bringers of
calling the
woe.
shots.
The Woe
Yes, the bringers of woe.
He kind of laughs when you say the bringers of the bringers of woe.
The bringers of woe.
Did you kill them? What did they run off?
Well, we think we did the best we could. That's, we can't sweep the continent or nothing,
Well,
but
perhaps you should show me what you're talking about. He
oh,
starts to take off his bloody apron and picks up some
Let's go take a look. See.
his
Alright,
armor
yeah.
and weapons and follows you. So you lead him up to
I want to insight check this guy. Is he following us to dispose of us down here?
well,
Does he bring
when
us-
you look back, he's strapping on armor. So does it seem suspicious to you? Give me an
Well,
insight
I mean,
check. In the tower, Mister. I've got an 8 always.
was that insight?
So it would be 8 plus 4 then, right? Would be your minimum. A 12 is your minimum.
Yeah.
Okay, because you rolled a 4. So an 8 didn't get you nothing, but a 12, he seems concerned. He
doesn't seem like he's going to kill us when we get down there, right? Is he taking his thugs with him?
No, he's going by himself. He actually
Okay.
puts on his like official constable badge kind of thing, red large constable. It's a paper badge and it's all wrinkled on the edges. But
Okay.
you know, you don't think he gets paid to be the constable. He's just
Pinned
the
on
biggest
with
guy.
the safety pin.
He's like one of the biggest guys in town, so he's yeah, I woke up with 25 hit points when I was a baby, so I'm constable. Yeah. So you guys take him
It's
up
a
to
tough ass baby.
yeah, right? He's smoking a cigar and can talk. To Malika's you can see that she's looking out the window as you guys go by, like with her hands on her hips. She doesn't stop you guys though, as the constable is kind of in the front of your little entourage going up into the tool shed. It appears that somebody has been in the tool shed, and things seem to be more organized than when you left them. To include, the door seems to be closed, and things seem to be in their hidden state again.
So, Pinch suspects that somebody's been here and probably tried to clean up, but so he roots around and he finds this hidden door, storage closet thing.
Yeah. You guys also see like a bone, kind of laying off, off to the side. It's got like
Is it a rat bone or a human bone?
um, you're not sure as you glance over and you notice this bone tucked in the dirt, next to the secret door.
I want to investigate that a little closer.
So you like pick it up when you smell it?
Yeah.
You think it's a
Taste it.
decayed bone. Give me a medicine check to see if you can tell if it was a femur from a rat or a femur from a human. Damn, Pinch.
They're
He's
so
like,
hard to tell apart.
It's a collarbone from a person.
It's a clavicle, human clavicle.
Yeah. See, it goes
okay.
it goes right here. It's bigger than mine.
Yeah, see, yeah. He starts explaining this to the.
It's all.
And then
it's
he gets
all
out.
like,
He gets out
you
his
could
spray
s-
paint, paints a circle around it, puts a
you
little
can see
pin
some
with it.
gnaw marks on it.
They were feeding them to the rats.
Rat gnaw marks on the bone. And Constable Harbuck says, "What is it, Pinch? What do you got there?"
Well, sir, it's a collarbone right there.
You should know
See, I
that. You're a
told you.
butcher.
A collarbone in a tool shed.
Collarbone connected to the neck bone connected to the. Never mind.
So you guys like open the secret door and lead him down into the underground cavern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So yeah,
Tell them to be careful of the cages.
Yeah, when you get to the underground cavern, the front door that you guys left open has been closed.
Is that the front door like that leads to the cages?
Here, I'll give you the map. This front door has been closed.
Oh no, we opened that door.
Okay. So you see all the cages are open. They're all up in the ceiling. They're all
Reset.
reset, yeah.
The boy is gone.
Yeah,
The
you
boy
don't
and the
see
dude?
you don't see a boy or a dude. Here, I could take that token away.
What about the
Right.
bodies in the North Passage?
The bodies are gone.
What about the bodies in the stone room of the bringers of woe?
Those bodies are gone as well.
Had a busy night.
Bastards.
Cleaned up.
They cleaned up quick. Are
However,
there any...
the blood splatter and stuff is still here. And the tracks that lead this direction are there as well, like where bodies were drug and moved and
That's leads up behind the wagon place, right?
leads up into the wagon works, yes.
Well, then I will point that out to the constable and tell him that
There
clearly
is
the
one
bodies
body
were
still
cleared
here,
out.
and that is the priest. The one that you had the glaive, the cool looking
Still
glaive.
has his goofy hat on or mask.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
got that stone mask.
his mask.
I've got
is,
the stone mask.
His mask is in someone's pocket, but
Jengaling has that mask.
so constable says, so the bodies are missing.
But I
That's
know
gonna-
of them. There's that one.
That's going to be hard to prove without bodies.
Well, except you can see where they was taken right up to the wagon shop right there.
You can see all the blood on the floor.
Yeah.
I see. Perhaps we should go up and talk to Emmerich Welver. Ask him if he's seen anything.
I agree.
So, the wagon works, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a cluttered, untidy shed surrounded by dozens of wagons, shrouded in worn canvas tarpaulins. Half a dozen wagons in various stages of assembly, surrounded by stools, ladders, and benches. Wooden pillars support a loft that is open, latticework of boards, serving as home to some birds and storage for scores of wooden wagon wheels. So there's like a half a dozen or more laborers here drinking already at 11 in the morning and working on wagons. And Ilmith is one of them. He comes over. He says, What are you coming out of my closet for? Oh, Constable. Odd to see you
He's a believer.
here with these guys.
Wait. Where'd you bring the bodies to? Where'd you take them?
He says, bodies?
I'm gonna start looking around, especially near the doors and things for any kind of signs of blood drops or drag marks or anything just outside. I'm gonna go around the outside by the main doors. Any doors in this place.
It's pretty obvious that there was some blood and stuff around the shed and stuff, in the wagon works place. But beyond that, it's the workers have been in and out, trampled all over the place, and it's not like it's a wood floor. It's kind of dirt for the most part everywhere. So yeah, you can't really give me a survival check. It needs to be pretty high, a 15 or higher. We'll say you might find some evidence.
Lumina's going to look around as well.
You want to do separate, or you want one of us to aid each other?
So how are you aiding each other? You're like looking over his shoulder, going, "Is that a track? How about that one?"
Yeah, exactly. Becky, walking through the floor, two Boy Scouts
That's
looking,
not blood. That's
trying to help
chocolate.
each other. Absolutely.
I'm investigating. I'm not really survival or tracking of this. I'm just looking for clues in general, so it's an investigation thing that I'm doing.
All right.
And I'm getting ready to interrogate this guy too.
Let's see some
Get
rolls.
my tools.
All right. Are you giving me advantage, Sela? Or the other way around?
Well, we would know who is better. I have 3. Which one do you have?
I've got 5.
Yeah, so I'll give you advantage.
He's like, on your shoulders. Look, there's one over there.
Oh wait, I can cast guidance on you too.
Well, a
That's too late.
24 is
Yeah,
way
24
higher
is not
than a
going to cut it.
15.
And the higher is not going to help.
Yeah, that should be enough.
So you guys see a couple of like a little pool of blood that was kind of covered up in sand that hasn't quite dried. You know, like there's like a thin layer of dirt over it, and you can tell that the bodies were most likely loaded up into some kind of wheeled vehicle because that's where it like ends like abruptly.
Yeah, but where would they have gotten one of those, Drake?
Yeah, you're like look around. Wheeled vehicle, wheeled vehicle.
Down at the docks.
And where's that kid's father at?
They live outside of town about half a day.
He's a farmer.
It's a horse farmer.
All right, so I will point out the blood and that I find to everyone else.
That seems odd, Emmett says. Are you sure it's blood and not wine? As he looks around,
Well,
there's a couple people like swilling on wine bottles.
You're a butcher, aren't you?
Yeah.
No,
The
Elmith is the
constable,
owner of
the
the wagon
constable
guy.
leans over and touches it and rubs it and says, "This is no wine. Can't tell if it's human blood or not. Could be chicken blood or."
Well, what have you got to say for yourself there, Wilbur? How
Emmett's
does
like,
blood get here?
he's like, maybe one of the workers before I arrived did something. Maybe they sacrificed a chicken.
Sacrifice a chicken?
Why would they sacrifice a chicken?
Dinner.
This is a chicken farming town. There are 2 chicken places here.
How's the constable looking about all of this?
Polos Hermanos.
He seems, he's got a little notepad and he's taking notes and he seems interested. He's asking questions, but the evidence kind of isn't supportive of 6 bodies, 7 bodies. No, it would be 10 bodies total. Right? 3 Sinew bodies, the Bringers of Woe, and Grund.
So, since we know a couple of the identities, I suggest to him, let's look around town for these people. We know Grund, for example, hangs around here, but he's not going to be around
Not
town.
anymore.
Grunt's dead.
I don't know that we could prove anything about the Bringers of Woe because I'm not sure if they're locals or not.
But all the believers are.
Atomic Hero Squad? What? Who's that?
He's a streamer. Streams in the morning.
Oh, I missed him. We have Carvel just down the street. So Elmeth, doesn't seem to fess up to any wrongdoing.
Yes, but just look at him, Constable. Look at them beady eyes he's got. No, Pinch wouldn't say that.
So I'm going to
You
sort
can
of
smell
be
alcohol on
looking
his
around
breath.
the wagons. Just sort of glancing in the wagons, seeing if any of them have. Use my UV light to shine and see if I see any kind of blood spatter on them.
Get some CSI going on. UV light, checking him out.
No blood, just tons of semen.
Give me an investigation check there. As you, I mean, are you like checking his shoes and stuff out?
No,
Magnifying
I'm just looking in the
glass?
wagons, just looking to see if I can find the one that they used to cart these things around.
Yeah, most of the wagons here are in some kind of repair or in one form of construction or another. Any new wagons that would be usable would be outside, like like in the yard for sale. You know, like a car. This is like you're in
Okay.
the mechanic shop of the,
Yeah.
where the work's being done.
All right. Checking them all.
All
I'm
right, well
not
that's
climbing
gonna
inside of them and using a magnifying glass. I'm just taking a quick look, see.
just seeing if somebody put some heavy blankets in the back seat and cleaned up most of the brains and scooped them out.
Could still be a pile of bodies in one of them for all we know.
Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
that'd be great.
What was his name?
He-
Wolf? Mr. Wolf has been here.
The cleaner.
The
Yeah,
cleaner.
it,
He
it
played
does look like the
cleaner in
cleaners
2
have
movies.
been here because you don't, other than the pile of blood and the wagon tracks that lead into the road from inside. You don't find any evidence of 10 bodies.
All right, so Pinch starts looking around.
So Pinch is wandering around and he sees his little buddy that works here, Stanner Thistlehair. He's like,
Stanner.
what you doing, Pinch? He's
Oh,
bloody Irish. I can't do an Irish accent.
What are you doing there, lad? So how we're just waiting. What time are you getting off work? It's time to drink some beer or some ale. We need some ales.
He pours you an ale because he's got a jug right next to him as he's working. The
Ah,
nice thing about Emrith, he lets you drink on the job.
fantastic. Say, you hadn't seen anything suspicious this morning when you come in, did you? Any workers that showed up early or anything like that?
Well, there are a couple workers that came in late.
They come in late? Did they have a, which ones was they?
Well, that one over there. You can see his hair's all standing up and he's staggering around. Still drunk from the night before, you think.
Yeah.
And that one over there points to another guy who's like, he's got a big black eye.
Well, something strange happened last night. I don't know, just trying to get to the bottom of a few things.
What
Anyway,
do you mean, strange lad?
Pinch reaches in his pocket and he pulls
He
out
points at the
a couple of
constable.
gold pieces.
Like, how strange?
Like the constable's involved, it's strange. Like some bodies, and now the bodies are missing. It was all cleaned up. Started at the quarry and led up through this tunnel that come up here in the closet.
Huh. He kind of whispers, looks over at everyone that's standing around in this place, and he leans in and says, Ilmith just got here not long ago.
He did he? And he counts out another couple of gold pieces here and just sets them on the table next to him. He says, I told you we pay.
How much?
I need to know what.
How much gold do you? How much? Gold
I've given him 5. I'm going to give him 5 up to this point.
He says, Ilmith usually has on a leather smock when he's working. Doesn't seem to have put it on yet this morning either.
A smock.
You know, a thing you put on to protect your clothes.
I see. So, hey, maybe that ale later.
Oh, yes. He takes a swig of his ale, goes back to banging on a wagon wheel.
Pinch throws the rest of his down, and then he walks over and he whispers to whoever's standing close to him there in the wagon shop, whoever be standing close. We need to find a smock. Seems that he always wears it, but he's not wearing it today.
Maybe it's covered in blood.
That's what I was thinking. Where's he live at?
I think upstairs.
Maybe you should don't tell the constable here what you found. I
Haven't
mean,
found it
we
yet.
really ain't getting paid for this stuff yet. Let him do it. It's his job.
Yeah, so I'd like to discuss it with the constable, see if Pinch wants to know if the constable can, we'll have a look around his apartment. Old welder here.
He's like, in due time, Pinch, in due time.
That's what the constable says.
Yes.
Okay. Pinch completely backs off of it then.
Yeah. I mean, because you're like in the middle of this workshop and Ilmith is standing not far away.
Okay.
He's like,
If you want, I can make a distraction, and you can head on upstairs.
he says, let's go back down and investigate this tomb that was uncovered, and I have heard of rumors of some kind of mining outfit or something that people were talking about one time. So he goes back into the cellar entrance, the shed through the cellar kind of deal. Back down into the tomb.
Okay.
And he starts investigating the body. He asks, have you guys ever seen this individual before? Pointing to the priest.
Never in my life.
That's not quite true. We saw him last night.
What exactly was he doing?
You got a
now?
point.
Well, that
Trying to
we
kill
know.
us?
Yeah, he tried to kill us. Look what happened to him as a result. That was stupid of him. Stupid, stupid,
What?
stupid.
He looks down at him and says, it doesn't appear to have any weapons. How did he try to kill you?
He was a
We had
caster.
that glaive over there.
I thought
Yeah.
one of you guys was carrying the glaive around.
I didn't take the glaive.
No.
Hell, the thing's 3 times taller than Pinch is.
Yeah, I don't think any of us grabbed it.
We got the shiny dagger.
Is it still on the party sheet?
I don't think so.
I don't see it.
No.
Hey. So I guess it's still laying here then. He's like, this? He picks it up and looks at it. Oh, it's completely made of stone, he says.
Pinch
Yeah, and he
just
had
kind of
this
looks at the
stone
rest of
mask.
the party and rolls his eyes like, oh, no shit, Sherlock.
I show him the stone mask. He was wearing this.
Ah, so he could be suspect of scaring off the night crew from the quarry. And these bringers of woe, can you describe what they look like? Looked like? As he looks at the blood spatter and stuff on the floor.
Well, Pinch gives him best description he can of what they, their
They
appearance.
didn't look special.
Well, they look like they were quarry workers.
They were dirty.
Yeah, definitely think they were quarry workers.
Yep.
Stonecutters.
He says, quarry workers, huh? Perhaps they're from the quarry.
You think?
Maybe we should ask.
Which one, though?
Well, I would assume the one that you brought me down through when we
It's got to
entered.
be this one.
What's her name? Malika, or whatever her name is.
So we spent some of the afternoon at the quarry.
Milikos.
Did we recognize any of the workers from earlier that day?
They were wearing masks. And when they came in as the bringers of woe, different kind of stone masks.
And when
And,
we killed them,
And you killed them, and yeah, they look fairly familiar. Pinch recognizes a couple of them from the boarding house.
Couldn't be quarry workers. Quarry workers didn't wear masks.
These guys were wearing masks, but they definitely look like quarry workers.
They were from Pinch's boarding house, huh?
Yep. I've seen him drinking in the common room, talking about. Are these the same ones? Were they the same ones that might have, told him about the shenanigans at night going on there anyway?
No, that was at Gelkirkers that you heard that.
Gelkirkers, okay.
I mean, you might have seen one of them in Gelkirkers. You're not sure. I mean, you didn't pay a whole lot of attention. I mean, there's a bunch of quarry workers in town. I mean,
maybe we should go talk to the owner of this quarry.
the constable says, in due time, in due time. He's taking notes and looking over the body. He says, I should have some of my men come down here and fetch this body for examination.
We can wait with it while you go get them.
You see
Yeah,
him,
so this one doesn't get drug off.
You see him like really examining the priest's boots, like rub some dirt off the top of one of his boots.
I'll kind of
Do you recognize him?
look over.
He
Yeah,
kind
I
of
kind of look over his shoulder.
frowns his
and-
brow a little bit, like looks around. It's like white, like dirt in here. It's like dusty, and he like you see him like rub his fingers, and it's really dark dirt on his fingers, like. And he
You have
sniffs
found
it
a
a little
clue.
bit. He says perhaps, or maybe he was gardening this morning. But this dirt does not go with the rest of the dirt.
Is
Not
the
quarry dust.
dark dirt like unique at all, or does it just look like any other dark dirt?
You like examine the dark dirt? Give me a nature check.
I can do that.
Nice. You think it's like soil. It's not dirt. It's like somebody. It's deeper dirt, like.
Gardening soil. Fertilized soil.
Yeah, not so much, but not like surface dirt. It's like darker, deeper dirt. Like, somebody might have dug a grave or did some deep gardening. Like, Planted a potato
Like
patch?
clay.
6 feet deep
Dug
gardening.
down to the clay.
I wonder if he buried a dwarf.
Buried a dwarf. You wouldn't have to dig 6 feet if it's a dwarf. So he leaves the body, and then he goes over and he examines the stones and says it looks like this stone has been moved. He points to the the missing print of where something used to be and now where the big stone is.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that. If you stick around, they'll be somewhere else here in a little bit.
He's like,
Can't you ride
What?
the stones?
what do you mean? These stones, you know how to move these stones?
No, don't know how to move them, but we was told that the stones move around when something bad or something important is about to happen.
Told by whom?
Told by that kid.
You said the Braylon boy.
Yep.
I'll have to take a ride out to their farm.
Yeah, a horse boy.
I will check to see if Burgustus is in his shack when I return to the surface. So he
They're all
starts
believers.
he starts pushing on a couple of these stones. They don't move, He's like,
That boy will have some bruises too.
he does
Yeah, they
come
buried him
over.
in rocks.
He does come over here and examines this floating rock. The black rock, about a foot across, hovers 3 feet from the floor. He's like,
That's the one we could push, right?
yeah, it's just. He's like, he picks up another rock and he puts it near it, and it floats too. He's like, huh. Gets another rock. It floats too. It's like, something makes these rocks float. Must be magic.
That's why you're a constable.
He takes
It's a good thing he's a hell of a butcher, fellers.
He takes the first rock and he picks it up. It weighs about 20 pounds or something, so it's like a big bowling ball kind of. And he moves it around, and then he kind of tucks it under his arm, and he starts out of the room, or starts towards the edge of the room, and then you can see it, like the weight drops on his arm. He's like, oh. It doesn't float over. It doesn't float over here.
I want to look around. What's the floor like in here? Is it dirt or is it hard floor?
It's smooth stone. I mean, there's dirt, but not like a lot of it. Dirty, dusty.
Is there anything maybe hidden in this room that could be generating some sort of magical field?
You're positive something's generating a magical field, and since you can't see it, you assume that it's hidden. But you haven't found anything yet. Is there anything that you
I
try
can cast
to
detect
do,
magic.
like a spell or anything? Yeah.
I can cast detect magic as a ritual.
That seems
So
useful.
I'm gonna sort of say I want to try this. I tried this the other day. Nothing happened. Let me give me a moment. I'm gonna sort of close my eyes and put my hand on the floor and I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover, and I learn what type of school magic it belongs to.
He's a barbarian, like magic over here.
Barbarian magic sniffer.
Right. I can imagine. His hair stands up on the back of his neck. Magic. Yeah, you do detect that there's a column in the center of this room, a 10-foot column that a normal that is invisible floor to ceiling cylinder that is 10 feet wide. Visible to detect magic, transmutation school. The column enables objects placed and left in to float where released.
Yeah, it ain't just rocks. You can stick anything here. I can tell right through here. I'll sort of give the general direction. Anything you put in here, it'll float.
Pinch
you
goes
try
and
it.
jumps up in there.
And you're confirmed that Pinch is not an object. So Pinch goes
Oh.
splop onto the ground.
So if we kill him, then he'll float.
Yes. Everybody
They need
looks
to
at
be an
Pinch,
object.
kind of goes for their weapons, and Pinch poops, and it floats. How about that? And on that note, let's take a break. Let's take a 10-minute break as you guys clean up Pinch's poop. But I am going to start
Pinch poop.
a timer, and we're going to call it 21:52. I can't believe it's already been an hour and a half. And we're going to get that rolling. So we'll be back in like 9 minutes or so. We're going to refill our drinks and go to the bathroom. But I'm going to start some stream pretzel and put on the slideshow. So we'll be back in just a little bit, guys. So stick around or go get a drink and stretch and come back. All right, see ya. All right, we're coming back. We're not finished with our break totally, but we got lots of talking to do anyway. So let's do a couple of day investigation thing go on, right? You guys got some investigating you want to do, some questions you want to ask, some places you want to go. So Constable tells Emmerich that that he wants to question him some more. You know, basically, don't leave town. You know, that kind of deal. And the constable says that he is definitely going to start some kind of investigation. But while you guys are down here and spend a couple of hours down here, a couple of things you're gonna find out. The area where you killed the priest, the Chamber of Moving Stones, this big one back here. You figure it's thousands of years old, this room. I mean, just starting to look at it and you can see that these bodies are not um, the original architects that are in here. These delvers. And this place is dwarven. So the area was a some kind of large storage cellar or something thousands of years ago. The dwarves left behind an odd array of pillars, threshold stones, lintels, and carved stone doors. But the bodies all here are human, not dwarven. But the floor in this main chamber has been enchanted with your detect magic going. And you can tell that a moderate impact on the floor, such as a dropped object weighing at least a pound, or a firm stamp of the foot, activates a levitation effect, which lasts for 1 minute. So when the floor is active, the stones hover less than an inch off the floor, and they move with a light touch. So like minor earth tremors can cause the stones to move. And even, people that know how to move the stones could do it.
So if they're looking for signs from the stones, we can stomp our feet and then arrange them to say, "Give us all your treasure."
Yeah, exactly. And you
As we're
guys get
walking
the impression that this priest is a priest of some kind of earth, or the
Cult of
symbol that
stone.
was carved on the bodies' foreheads was the symbol of earth, elemental earth. And that's kind of carved on that mask that Jangaling's carrying around.
Like the elemental plane of Earth.
Yeah.
So between this place being dwarven and we've got the dwarven caravan headed to Mirabar, and we also didn't we find like some Mirabar trade bars or something down here as well?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's one in the party sheet.
They're in the party
I mean,
sheet.
it seems like a lot to be coincidence. Like it could be.
And a possibly deceased dwarf member of nobility being taken somewhere for entombment.
Not likely here. There's no dwarves here.
Right.
We gotta find that caravan.
Oops.
Well, while the constable does his investigations, we could go try to find the caravan.
Yeah.
Where'd that priest of Lathander last see them? To the north?
Said they were headed this way, and they were in front of him. Yeah, they were north, heading this way.
Right. So the conclusion of the tomb down here, it says, uh, the constable. He launches a full-fledged investigation. He says he cannot question Grund, but he will question Bargustus if he finds him. Uh, and uh, and he's also going to question Albera Maliko. Engorgio just hosted us, or rated us. What's up, Engorgio? Two viewers. You and Ralph. Is it you and Ralph? And
Tim and Clyde.
oh, it's him and Clyde. Oh, it is him.
You know, he brought Clyde with him.
So, you see, out of one of these stones, a little door opens, and before that, you hear a little bit of monkey noise as stepping out of one of these large stones comes a monkey.
I should
He's
burn a
wearing-
second level spell slot and cast invisibility.
He's wearing a bowler hat. He doesn't have any pants on. And when he takes a shit, it hits the floor and then hovers. And he drops down and does a swinging soccer kick twice on these floating, levitating piles of poop. And they go flying, and they catch Pinch and Jangalang right upside the face. And tonight, it smells like sunflower seed oil. Well, I don't know. Like, as
Yuck.
Engorgio bought Clyde the Poosling and Monkey. Oh yeah, I didn't show you guys this. There you go. There you go. You can have it. And that was Clyde.
Got a red question mark on that one.
Yeah, I remember I deleted some images because I thought it was broken. I didn't go back and find out which one it was, so I need to fix it. Clyde the Poosling and Monkey, brought to you by Engorgio in the chat. Thank you for the subscription, Engorgio. 10-month streak. All the Clyde. So, we'll get to the investigation as it approach. So you guys don't tell the constable about the magical dagger. He points to the empty sheath on the guy's belt.
Wouldn't we have taken a sheath? How else are we going to carry the thing?
Just stick it in different people all the time.
That
I
would
just
be up
slipped
to
it
you
in my
guys.
boot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just slipped it in my boot. But I would have taken the sheath. I mean, you know. I need to
Before or
find somebody
after
to
the
tell me what's so
constable saw
special
it.
about the sheath?
Yeah.
All right, so are we basically done with the tomb? Constables, yeah. So could we Drake go try to locate this dwarven caravan while the constable conducts his investigation? Goes out to the horse farm. That's a half a day. He'll be gone a whole day for that
Oh,
ride.
this investigation's going to take a while, a few days at least. Is there anything that you guys want to do to help the investigation?
Every
Yeah, I
time we
want to find
mentioned
that
something, he
smock.
said, "All in good time."
Yep.
I think we've
Yep.
already given him all the information, so it's on him now, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we got to find the smock. We could find the smock or try to. Pinch could try to sneak into his place while he's working. And there is, riding out and, trying to beat a confession out of the kid's dad at the horse farm.
But I tell you, this constable's no Joe Kinda.
Hmm.
I can cast Pass Without Trace on you when you're ready to sneak in.
Oh yeah,
I can cast invisibility.
but you got to go with me.
I just got to be within a certain range.
30 feet.
Yeah.
There
Well,
were there were a bunch of birds at Welver's, right? I could go back and
Yeah.
cast Speak with Animals and try to talk to the birds and see if they saw anything. I don't know. I don't know if birds are smart enough though.
I could cast it and then wild shape into a rat and sneak on in with you. Nobody's going to look twice at a rat.
No. What about this stuff in the party sheet? Anybody want to lug it or what? You leaving it down there? The trade bars, the
what's
polished
in the?
moonstones, and the agates that were sprinkled around the floaty dwarven stone that were with the
So,
dagger.
We can sell that. Sell
yeah,
it.
sell it. Can we sell it here in town?
Yeah, you want to sell it all?
Well, do we want to hang on to those trade bars for now, just in case they're somehow related?
Evidence.
Yeah.
The rest is fine.
Yeah, so whoever's putting those in their backpack may do so at this time.
I'm gonna grab one of them.
The
They
trade
probably weigh
bars.
quite a bit.
They weigh half a pound.
I wonder if I
apiece.
can. I wonder
They're
if I
not
can
bad.
play them. They make a distinctive tone when struck.
Yeah.
Take one.
No, but I bet if we got close enough to some dwarves and you struck one, they'd know exactly what they just heard.
That was an Electrum trade bar.
Everybody good? Selling the rest?
There you go. I got it.
Oh, I see stuff still getting drug. Yeah.
I got it.
That's it.
All right. And there you guys go. You can spend some money in Red Larch now because you're rich. You got 37 gold, 88 copper, and 51 silver pieces. You're rich. And we're gonna call it noon as you guys kind of finish up with your morning talk with the constable, who does start an investigation immediately, and with his constables, and they start asking questions and trying to figure out things. What do you guys want to do? You want to head out of town, start walking north? What do you guys want to do?
So we go in search of the caravan.
Yeah, let's
Where
go.
where do you want to start?
Stonebridge.
Last place they were seen.
Let me give you that Red Larch Desserin Valley map so you guys can see what you're talking about. So, brother Earland said that he saw them in Ballard.
What direction were they heading?
They were.
This way.
He thinks they might have been coming this direction to Red Larch, but he didn't actually question them. He just saw them.
Well, either they were not heading this direction, right? Or they got waylaid somewhere along the way, right? Because as far as we know, they have not passed through.
Is the Sumber Hills a dangerous path?
Currently, it is very dangerous. They don't even let anyone go up into the Sumber Hills from Red Larch. They used to let the kids go pick berries and stuff, and there's been a lot of weird things going on in the Sumber here, weather and lightning and
So would they have
odd
taken?
creatures and earthquake kind of stuff going on.
So would they have come down the Larch Path, or would they have gone to the Desserin Road, taken the long way?
Or continued
Or the
west
Stone
to
Trail.
Westbridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were moving west, though, right? This direction, and he assumed they were turning south here. No, because nobody goes through there. Yeah. Well, I say we go to Westbridge and ask if they've been seen there. But let's try to find this smock first. You want to do that real quick? Sneak around in this dude's place. So Pinch takes his rat buddy and waits till a day when.
Why don't
Well,
you just
first,
turn invisible? Let him turn you invisible and go for it.
what?
Yeah, I can cast invisibility. Lasts up to an hour.
We probably would have wanted to do this that very first day because he's going to do his laundry
It's
and
still
start
that
wearing his
first
smock.
day. We're just discussing the possibilities of
The
what you guys
things
are
that
going
we
to do.
could, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the very first, I mean, while somebody keeps him tied up down there in the shop, Pinch is going to go have a look around. And he's going to take Verrill with him because Verrill's got some tricks.
All right. Well, his apartment's above the, above it, kind of above the wagon works, up in the second floor there. So give me a stealth check. Let's see how well Pinch kind of sneaks around up there.
All right. Are you going to use Pass Without Trace?
I will be happy to if that will you think that'll help.
So you're invisible, pass without a trace, with a rat in your pocket.
I'm invisible.
As you go up the stairs. Is that what you're doing?
Okay.
Are you going to climb up through a window or?
I don't know if you need to. Okay. Well. Oh, Jangalang made me invisible. That's how. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
so
you should be fine.
Don't step on any creaky boards.
Yeah, so in a wash basin upstairs, you do find a bloody leather smock that's been thrown into a wash basin and some water poured on it.
I'm gonna snatch it quickly. Grab a bag. Is there a bag in his apartment somewhere I can throw this thing into?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Anything else while I'm trying to sweep his apartment?
You do see dirty clothes and footprints and dirt tracks and.
What kind of dirt?
You think freshly dug grave dirt.
So I'm gonna scoop some of that dirt up and find a jar or something that he's got.
Yeah, no problem. Some kind of little container.
Some kind of container. Yep. Scoop some of that up. Does he have a different set of boots up here? shoes,
Uh,
footwear.
no, but there are
Nope.
like tracks, where somebody
Okay.
had dirty shoes on.
Right. All right. So Pinch sneaks back out and kind of gives the signal to whoever's keeping him tied up downstairs, like I'm done.
Yeah, but we can't see you.
He's waving
that's
out the
right.
window, invisible.
So I go up and
I'm done, guys.
I go up and I goose Jingalang. I'm done.
So it definitely looks like Emmerich might be involved with some kind of gardening, bloody gardening. Maybe he was planting bleeding
In due
tulips or
time.
something.
In due
You're
time.
not sure. You're not sure.
Corpse flowers, right?
Yeah. Who is obviously suspect. So what do you do with this bag and this jar? You give it to the constable?
Probably, if that's what the rest of the party wants to do.
Yeah, show him he's got the same mud on his shoes as the priest.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the dirty clothes smell like?
I didn't really think to stop. Boy, I should have wrote. And Pinch takes out his notebook and writes down, "Sniff clothes next time."
So the constable says, this is pretty good evidence. I will take that into consideration in my investigation.
Looks
I
like we're gonna be
appreciate
gone
this.
a couple days.
He's like, I will make sure that any laws that have been broken, that the culprits will be caught.
Do I get the feeling that he's actually being thorough, or that he's dragging his feet on the investigation?
You think? Give me an insight. Yeah, not too bad. So Lumina thinks that he is being cautious as to not alert the culprits, so he may catch them. So knowing that, you kind of trust him a little bit to make sure that's going on, but he also wants to make sure that he catches, not just Emmerich, but are there other. He's sure that there's more than just a couple of believers in town. He thinks a lot of the business owners may be believers. So he wants to find out who exactly was involved.
Yeah, with that, Lumina understands that this guy is trying to do what's best, and that he understands the politics of the town much better than I do. So he is happy to just let him do his thing, and we can assist him however he needs it.
So whereabouts in
long as
town are you guys visiting? You got most of the rest of the day. If you guys plan on leaving, I assume you would be leaving in the morning to go.
Well, before we leave him, is there a dwarven caravan that comes through here periodically? 2 or 3 times a year?
No.
All right. And by the way, the baker ain't involved, so you don't even need to check.
Don't investigate the baker. We don't want him to be guilty.
Baker's my friend.
The baker's my friend. So are you guys gonna go visit Ender? Some of you guys, he's kind of your point of contact in town.
Yeah, before I left Red Larch, I would probably want to get word back to my contacts in Barge Right In. Whoever sent me here.
Actually, your contact information you suspect came from Waterdeep. The notice that you should come to Red Larch and investigate, and that's where the Harpers are based out of, Waterdeep.
Okay, well, then he would ask Ender to get word that made contact with others of like mind, I believe. Stop. Going on to seek Dwarven caravan. Stop.
I'm gonna ask him if he knows anybody in Westbridge.
Who's he? Who are you asking? Who's him?
I'm asking Ender if he knows any Harper's contacts in Westbridge.
There is a contact in Westbridge. I can find out, get a secret message to that secret person if you'd like, he says. But I'm glad you're here, 'cause something interesting has showed up in Red Larch. I was over at the Swinging Sword, and I was having some breakfast, and there was a peddler passing through town, and I bought this book, and he pulls out this very nice book. It is, he says, I can't read it, but it looked important, and he sets it on the table, kind of brushes it off a little. Isn't it nice? He shows it to you guys. Does
Do I
anyone speak
recognize it?
Dwarven? Who speaks Dwarven?
Viral does.
I think
Farrell.
Pinch does too. Yes.
So
and
you guys
Pinch.
both look
Former
down
love
at this
interest.
book, and it's a Dwarven book. It's you think the book is probably worth 50 gold or something. It's a pretty nice book.
What's
And,
the subject matter?
What's it about?
The book is subjects ancient Dwarven history in the Desserin Valley.
I'd like to read that.
Yeah, how much would you want for that?
He's like,
Vero, you want to split it?
he
I'm
says,
good with that.
I just need to get my money back on it for you fellers, you know, those that harp. He says quietly to those several of you that are harpers. He said, the peddler told me he got it from a shady keelboat skipper in Wormford. He said he had about a dozen similar books.
Wormford.
Yeah,
It's
Wormford
down to the
down here.
southeast.
Wamford. Barge
Wamford.
Right In. Yeah, it's across the river
Well,
from Barge Right In.
the new people call it Wamford, but it's really Wormford.
Wormford. Wormford. It's like
Worm
Worcestershire sauce.
He says I could let you have it for cost, for 25 gold is what I paid for it. Snatched it up,
All right.
thought it might be interesting.
Does it look genuine?
Yeah, no, it looks nice.
So,
All right, I'll buy it off
12. You gonna buy it yourself?
Yeah, I'll buy it.
I just want to read it.
Can you read Dwarven?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need me to read you a bedtime story?
Sure, I always take bedtime story. Right. By the way,
You say this-
you got any snacks?
This peddler had more books.
Yeah, we may go investigate him. If there's more books, he may have gotten them off the caravan.
So we're heading south instead of north then.
Was this guy still in town?
He says, I don't likely know. He looks out the window. I don't see him anywhere.
Looks like it's each hex is an hour, right? It's about 8 hours down to barge right in.
Those books ain't going nowhere. We should still look for the caravan first.
Does
He
anybody
said he got him.
happen to go
the
into Gelkirkers?
Yeah, I'll go in there, get my
Oh.
beard refreshed before we head out.
Get your
Don't
refreshments
forget, his
done.
name was on the list.
Those 2 hairs plucked.
He's a believer.
Well, Melandro is doing his thing, but when you're in Gelkirker, there is a local shepherd that's in there, and everybody says he's been telling and retelling the story of finding mysteriously fresh dug graves in the Somber Hills.
How fresh?
He's like, the dirt still smelled tilled.
I'll try to get directions from him.
He's like,
Unless he wants to guide us there.
well, you know where the 2 hills meet, and you travel through the creek, and you guys have no clue what he's talking about. He tries to give you directions, and you're like, do you guys have a map you can show him or anything? Your character?
Yeah, we pull out this map of the Desert Valley here. No, Pinch does not have a map.
So, at Lumina, since you don't have a beard, why don't you go let the constable know? Well, no, this here shepherd, I'm sure a part of his investigation, one of his constables can go with him.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Where is this at?
So Desrin Hills or Somber Hills?
Desrin Hills, Somber Hills. What does it say? Did I type it wrong?
It says Desserin in the thing you just shared.
Yeah, I think you said Sumber earlier, though.
Yeah.
But it's Desserin. Desserin's north of Sumber.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Somber Hills. Sorry, not Desrin. Where'd it go? I'll change it real quick. Quests.
I'm gonna say if they're in Desserin Hills, that's a long way to go in one night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if they buried bodies and got back here, it can't be too far. Let's go take a look at that.
Yeah.
You're gonna
So for
have
what
the
purpose?
shepherd.
What are we gonna see? What are we gonna do about it? They're dug
Not sure.
graves.
Let's go find the dwarves. I think that's important.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Let's let the constable know what we found out about the graves, and then go look for the dwarves.
Yeah.
And I'll keep the shepherd talking until one of the constable aides come in.
So Larman Greenboot is the shepherd's name, and he says yeah, there was 4 of the freshly dug graves on top of a hill. He said you can smell the death hanging in the air, and there was vultures circling overhead.
All right. So once the constable comes, we'll start heading north.
Yeah, no, so you guys are gonna leave, let's say after that, it's like 2 in the afternoon.
Are we gonna wait till the next day to leave?
That'd put us in there about 10 o'clock at night in Westbridge, and traveling through the Summer Hills late in the evening. Is it summertime? What time is it, Myrtle?
Winter, almost
Spring.
winter, isn't it?
Winter.
Isn't it?
We're going through the Summer Hills. We're going straight to Westbridge.
Oh no, Myrtle is, yeah, it's past midwinter. I guess it is kind of
Spring.
springish, yeah.
So we're
Spring.
taking the long road to Westbridge.
Is that what you guys want to do in the morning? Or now? I don't care. Guys are
Sure.
fully healed and
Yeah,
leveled
might
up.
as well get going.
We're ready to
Yeah,
rock.
let's do it now.
Well, let's check out Westbridge. What does it take? How long did you guys say it takes you to get there?
It's about 8 hours. If each hex
Would
is an
normally
hour,
take 8
that is.
hours, but these are good roads, so
Each
hopefully
hex
it
is
won't take
10
me long.
miles, right? So
Each hex is 10 miles. Is that what it is?
It's 450 miles, right?
Oh, I didn't know it was that far. Shit.
So it's going to take you, what do you get, 24? So
It's
450.
90 miles. It's 90
Yeah,
miles.
nine
90
hexes.
divided by 24, so almost 4 days to get up there.
We don't have horses. We can't get horses.
Yeah, they
I
sell
thought
horses. They sell all
Pinch had
kinds
a-
of horses here.
Yeah, I thought Pinch just bought one last week. He bought a mule or something. Or he? I guess he decided not to.
Thought he stole it.
No. No, he was wanting to buy 2 mastiffs, one to ride and one to haul his shit. That's what it was.
Pack Mastiff.
Cause he's small enough he can ride a mastiff.
Yeah, they sell. You can buy. Isn't that? Can you buy those? Is that part? Is there pricing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a store in that stores modules I sent you that has them.
Oh, I didn't load that up, did I? Oh, I can't look. Freaking modules. I'll have to remember to turn that off.
Yep, mastiff right here. 25 gold pieces. Says 50 gold pieces for 2 mastiffs.
I mean, that's a pretty good for a way to go.
Riding horse is 75 gold pieces.
A donkey's like 8 gold, but you can't really ride it very well.
Yeah, I know there's a wagon seller in town.
There's 2 of them. One of them you think might be a believer.
Yeah, we may not want to buy from him. I mean, just he's gonna sell us something's
You-
gonna fall apart after we basically
You may
accused
see
him
if
of-
you can arrange some kind of finance payments. That you get the
Get a
wagon
discount on the one
now.
that's covered in blood.
Get the wagon now, and you could pay for it as you go. And then if he goes to jail, you don't have to pay for it, right?
There you go.
Or if he's hung. That's what I hope. When I buy my Ford, I always hope that Ford's going to go out of business and I don't have to pay him back. But it hasn't happened
Yet.
yet. So Varil kind of is starting to put some ideas together in his head about dwarves and the Stonebridge expert in the Desserin Valley and Tess. Since she is kind of overdue.
She's probably in that caravan.
What information does he have from her?
She's bringing magic seeds. Left Mirabar, traveling with delegation heading to Summit Halden to the Golden Fields. And she says she crossed the stone bridge and saw the Desserin River from the top, traveling with an expert on the history of the Somber Hills to learning Dwarven, arrived in Beliard, and from there to intern a night to Summit Hall. Okay, so from Beliard they were heading south to Summit Hall.
So they were taking the Desserin Road.
Yeah. They weren't headed to Westbridge.
So we need to go try to catch them at Wamford.
Yeah, either down to
Yeah.
Wamford or we cut across here and south.
Well,
I don't know.
here's the Summit Hall.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's this road that comes here and then down and to it, or we head down to Wamford and then up to there. Unless we cut across and take forever.
Yeah, maybe we should go to Wamford first anyway, because
Well,
that's
that's
where
right.
those books came from.
Yep.
Yeah, he got them off a barge.
How much does the road increase our speed? Are we traveling the same speed if we head straight across country?
I think it doubles your speed, doesn't it?
No,
Roads.
not double, but it definitely it's safer for one, and you don't have as many encounters per se.
Oh, that's
But
no fun.
for mechanics of D&D, you can travel 24 miles per day on foot, and you can double that on horseback.
Or dog.
No, unless a dog
I
travels the
say
same speed as a
we
horse.
just head straight across.
Well, let's see.
Use the
remember,
hills as our
You're only as fast as the
guideline.
slowest moving creature in your party.
Yeah, it's a mount, but I don't know. I don't have the NPC for the Mastiff.
Does everyone have Mastiffs?
No, they're no. Pinch is the only
Because
one who could probably ride a Mastiff.
so it doesn't matter how fast they are. You will be as fast as 24, the slowest moving people in the party. 24 miles a day, you can travel on foot. Because
Right.
not everyone bought mounts, right? No, did anyone buy mounts? I don't think anyone bought mounts, so.
I have not, but if that's what we decide to do, I can do that.
Are you buying Mastiffs there, Marbania?
Yeah, I already bought them. It's in
Oh,
a
well,
chat up there.
There you go.
Cool. I got two of them. Little old Dan and little Ann.
What the hell are you gonna do with two mounts?
No, one of them I have to have carry my backpack.
And a riding horse has a speed of 60, so the Mastiffs would be, so instead of double, it would be, 2/3 as fast as a horse.
Yeah, speed is 40, horse is 60, huh?
say like 36 miles a day on Mastiff or something like that.
What's a pony? Is a pony the same as a horse, or?
I
Just
mean, if
give
we're
the other
getting-
Mastiff to Jangalang.
No,
There, Janglang's right there.
ponies are the same as your Mastiff of 40.
Then I might as well ride the Mastiff then. The thing is one Mastiff can't haul Pinch and his pack. That's why he got two.
He's got his saddle
Why not?
bags on one dog and saddle on the other.
Their strength is that low?
Their strength is a 13. So that's 130 pounds, right?
They're medium creatures.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, medium
Yeah.
beasts.
If they're large like horses, then they can carry twice as much weight.
No, I don't. It should be more than 130. So my strength is 16. I can do 240.
It's 15 times your strength, I think, isn't it? I don't know. You guys can figure that out. If
I
he's the
thought
only
you were
one
like
with
30 pounds anyway.
and he's got 100 pounds worth of gear,
That's
The hell you do with
195.
100 pound of gear? Yeah, I thought you only had like. I thought you were only like 30 pounds. How much gear you got?
he wants two horses.
Rocks.
He wants two.
It's just it's
You
full of
get two.
rocks.
Let's say altogether, if I put all this weight back on me, I'm at 90.91 pounds. So yeah, Jangalang, you could ride this other dog, man. These dogs can haul us because the dogs can haul almost 200 pounds.
Well, let me see what I'm at. 51.28.
And if we got a draft horse and tried to ride it instead. It
That's
pops.
what a
Can't
war
you, like,
horse is.
capture an elk or something?
Capture an elk.
Tame it.
I got a snare.
Use your LVNS. I mean, come on, it's got to be good for something.
You think you can capture one in one of them wolf traps? You know, like bear traps.
I got it 2 nets.
I can cast Speak with Animals and try to talk to it, convince it to just be a mount. Or we could just buy horses.
If you're gonna buy me
Yeah.
a horse, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother.
I don't have that much money.
What's a horse? 75, right?
Yeah.
Pops, can I have my dowry now, and that way I can buy me a horse?
Maybe we can rent horses.
Were you saying something out of Curie? Your mic's up.
Sorry. All the dowry went to Tess. She likes me more.
That's true.
Draft. Yeah. Riding horse.
My personal
we double
opinion
up on
as
a
the
riding horse?
DM is I don't recommend horses. I don't recommend it at all. It's a pain in the ass. But because you got to
Fair enough.
maintain them and
Well,
and-
then I'll just, you know what? I'm going to get rid of my dogs. Yeah.
I mean, I could see it. One dog for the
Dog
halfling,
care
I
of
think,
itself.
would be kind of cool. You know, sometimes you can
Yeah,
ride
dogs
him.
can
Well,
protect
if
themselves
not,
and-
you guys aren't going to be moving very fast. If I ride a dog, I can keep up with the people.
Yeah, or
basically.
you know, sometimes you're just walking him and you got saddlebags on him, or you hop on when you want to catch up and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the second dog. I'm going to take 25 of my gold back.
I mean, if we want to go straight across, I've got the Wanderer trait, so we probably won't get lost.
And then we're slowed down by Janglang. Janglang's gonna have something.
Why?
It's your speed's on 25, ain't it?
No, mine's 30. I'm an elf.
No, you guys are good. You'll have a 24-mile travel speed.
All right. So the question is, where are we going then? Are we going to Summit Hall or Wamford? Yeah. I say
I'm thinking Wamford.
That's what I'm thinking.
Wamford, talk to the book merchant if we can find him, and then Summit Hall.
Yeah.
Karen Road to Wamford.
All right, let's do it.
The question is, do we care about Karen or do we care about this dwarven caravan? We go all the way down to Romford. There ain't no way we're gonna do anything to be able to help the caravan. So it's just a matter of, are we just giving up the caravan?
I didn't know we had to
Well,
help the caravan.
We have
How
no
are we going
idea.
to cross the river when we get to it? If we go straight,
You're a
Joe.
druid. You
that
tell
bridge
me
is 2
the river
freaking
isn't gonna
miles
scare
long.
you.
River's not a problem for me, but
What's up,
y'all will
Joey?
drown.
Princes of the Apocalypse confusion.
Are you
I
talking
Oh,
would-
to me?
Bocephus here, swim right across
I
that
was
river.
talking to Joey in the chat.
Okay. Because that stone bridge, didn't he say that was like 2 miles long?
Yeah.
That's a wide ass river.
Well, if there's keel boats going up and down that river, it's pretty big.
Yeah. If it's anything to scale, I mean that's a mile to 2 miles wide at any given point. And
Yeah,
So
there's
we're
only
giving up
the
on a
2
caravan.
bridges.
To Romford. That's fine by me. Let's go.
Well, do we?
Well, the caravan came south through Summit Hall, towards Wamford.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean that brother, whatever his name was now, he thought that the caravan was going to Westbridge, but it sounded like he didn't know for sure.
and the info I got from Tess indicates otherwise, that they're going to Summit Hall first
Wait, what's the
from
what's the
Beliard.
confusion? What'd you say, Valtrix? I'm sorry, I was reading. I didn't hear you.
We're trying to figure out where the caravan actually went. Did we know that?
Well,
Trey?
you know, I guess the last location that your characters know that the caravan was in Ballard. That's the last spotting of the caravan was in Ballard by
And
Brother Earden.
and Verrill has word from Tess that it was right. So
Right.
that
They
it was
were heading
heading
down to Summit Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, their final destination in the Desrin or the Somber Hills was Summit Hall to intern a knight. Is the information that you guys got at Summit Hall. Some of you probably are familiar with Summit Hall. It's where knights get interned.
Well, there'd be a
So,
party for days.
it's a monastery of Knights of Samular, an order dedicated to Tyr, god of justice.
So that explains the hurts.
Yeah, the hurts.
That explains the hurts in the caravan.
And you know that the delegation crossed the stone bridge already and arrived in Ballard. So you think they were heading this direction when they came into Ballard. So you would suspect from Ballard they would have traveled down the Desrin Road to Summit Hall.
Okay, now it makes sense.
So we're heading to Worm Food.
And
We're
you
going to
guys
Worm
are
Food.
you guys are heading to Wormford to cross over the river, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
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 And Pinch is from Barge Right Inn, so he's familiar with the Barge Right Inn.
Now, Pinch, when we get there, do we need to like announce ourselves, or can we just barge right in?
No, that's a common misconception, really. That you you can't just barge right in. I mean, really. But say if you want to, you can probably hire one of the winos that hangs outside to go inside and tell them that you're here. I guess. But
Well, Pinch would know that Barge Right In closes their gates at night, and you have to pay heavy bribes to get in after dark.
yeah, so we want to time
Pinch,
it
you
right.
can't get around that.
So you
Yeah.
can't
They
really
charge
barge right in
pinch?
at night.
Well, I can, but look at you big old lummoxes, all of you. He stands around looking up at each one of you. You can't, no. See, I know a crack. I'm an expert at slipping into the crack.
Right, so let's head on down. So we'll head to Warrenford.
All right. Well, let's get you guys a party token going on here. Tokens.
Token.
I'm gonna
We'll do
ride
the
over and walk
old
over next to
bullseye
Lumina.
token.
See, I told you that I was starting to see stuff that Pops was casting his magic and stuff. He told you how it was gonna work. I told you I can see this stuff. I'm telling you, man. Strange stuff is going on. I don't know what he did to me when we were kids, but this magic stuff coming out, whether I want it to or not.
It gets a lot easier to see if you try one of the brownies first.
Yeah, well, he taught us both lots of weird stuff. That's for sure.
I'm just catching up to you guys. Let's see. Yeah. So this is a pretty good spot to kind of slow down a little bit. As you guys start heading down to Barge Right, we got what, 10, we'll call it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. We'll call it 80 miles down to Barge Right In. So you guys are going to take a little, about 3.5 days to get down there. Barring any stops or whatnot. And when you leave out of town, out of the Karn Road, you pass the cave where where the four bandits and the wagon with the bear and that you pass that cave on your way out of town. And you guys are going to get about halfway when we have an encounter, a random encounter. But we're not going to start that. It's 10:50, so the random encounter is not good. But let's talk a little bit about where you guys are at, and so you're not too confused. So the rumors in Red Larch that you came across was the Mirbar delegation was last seen in the town of Ballard. This information also came from a caravan guard in the Helmet High Sun and an itinerant priest of Lathander, Brother Erwind, who also came from Ballard. A dozen beautiful old books written in Dwarven showed up in the cargo of a shady keelboat skipper in Wamford. And Ender bought a book from the traveling guy that bought a book. Basically, he bought a book and he bought a book. And you guys, a couple of quests that are still lingering is the four graves buried in the Somber Hills, or outside of the Somber Hills, and Trickle Rock Cave,
Treasure of Trickle Rock,
which you're going the opposite direction of. But so we'll take those out of the message of the day by going to options now and clicking on the message of the day button. So the Trickle Grok you guys aren't going to worry about, nor the Grave, so I won't put those in. And we're going to call it, the day is, let's say you guys spent 2 days and it's now the 10th day of Myrtle. 6 a.m. when you guys have the encounter. So a day travel out of Red Larch. And I'm saying this way I can just watch the stream at the end and know where we left off. So everybody, I'm going to push you guys a long rest. Make sure you guys got your long rest. Everybody's level 3 now. And we're going to pick up with a random encounter next week. And then you guys are going to head into Barge Right In, across the river to Wormford, and then head up to Summit Hall, I'm assuming is your next destination.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's a good spot to stop. A lot of no combat. That's rare for me to have no combat, but a lot of story. So you guys move past the initial chapter 6, which is the first part to get you guys to level 3 where the module officially begins. This would be a good module to pick up after Lost Mines of Phandelver, though. About this right level, kind of in the same area too. So this wouldn't be too bad to carry over from Lost Mines of Phandelver. But tomorrow night I'm off. Thursday night we're going to be over on Marbania's stream doing some Deadlands, right? Little Deadlands over on Marbania. So if you wanna catch me, I'll be a player over there. Marbania's going to be streaming it, so there's Marbania's information in chat. If you guys want to follow us tomorrow at 8 at Marbania on Twitter. And then Friday, if Matakiri isn't deathly ill from his second go around from his COVID vaccination, is it a vaccination now?
Yeah.
He will be running on my channel at 8 o'clock. Empire of the Ghouls, a Midgard campaign setting. I'll be streaming the player version on my channel, and Saturday I will be DMing Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden, and that's over on Rob2E's channel. That's at 9 Eastern on Saturday, Rime of the Frost Maiden. That one's actually turning out to be pretty fun too, that one. The big giant dragon that flew off and yeah.
Black Ice Dragon?
A black ice dragon that flew off into heading towards 10 towns. Uh-oh.
And somebody smashed the fucking controller.
Yeah, you think a couple of the players, characters think that there was a controller on the table and shit that controls the dragon.
It's like an old slot car machine or slot car.
So Saturday at 9 over on Rob2E's channel, there's his information. And then, believe it or not, we're gonna probably get back into Against the Giants on Sunday, if I can get a full table. That's at 8 on my channel on Sunday Eastern, and then back here on Tuesday for continuation of Princes of the Apocalypse, and we're getting into the gritty of it. I've got all these pins on my map. Look at all those pins. Stream, see them all? And obviously the bulk of it's going to be out here, though. You can see most of the pins are out this area. So of course they're going in the opposite direction currently. Players.
Run away from
not dumb.
adventure.
You're going away to come back, though. Well, I mean, technically, you do need to cross the river, and that is not an easy task with backpacks and all that kind of crap. And so that's it. Is there anybody we can raid? Who's running? Rob is still running. Let's
Rob-
go. Let's go. Let's go.
He
let's go get
just put up
Rob.
his slideshow.
Did he? Oh well, we're not gonna read.
Yeah, I've got him on the big screen over here.
D20. I don't. Critical Role. Can we read them? No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We're just gonna go to bed. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Say goodbye to the stream. Goodbye, stream, and we'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you in a couple days. See ya. Bye.
See ya.
I have a question for you, Drake.